Hi, I am Kajer on Wheels, and today I came to MJ Private to go grab the 2022's T-Max. So, test track. Obviously this one has a keyless system as all the T-Maxes before it. But what we really want to do is just test. I don't know the size of the engine because I know very little about this bike on purpose. I'd really like to overtake this guy now. But this is some engine. Let's go into sport. The dash changes slightly. In this case, background goes red. And off we go. And this is basically the same as before. Silky smooth, sporty riding that feels like an actual motorcycle and does not feel like a scooter at all. What's the Well, thanks to Captain Uber Slow up there, we get to do this all over again. So right, whoa, that's a lot, 120 here. That's quite an achievement, little bike. The previous one had a 500 and something cc engine. This engine feels stronger. It also sounds lovely. Wow. Woo-wee, this is a lot of fun. Look at how fast I'm going. I'm on a scooter. This still has the problem from before, is that it doesn't feel like a scooter. It actually feels like a normal motorcycle. That's a spot-on parking job. I'm leaning out of the bike, or I'm trying to. My brain is trying to lean out of the bike. But I know from experience, if I try to do this on this one, I'll just fall off it, because there's nothing in between my legs for me to hold on to. Whoa, phrasing. Not what I meant. There is, quite substantial. What I meant is that there's no tank for me to put my knees onto. But this... This is a lot of fun. Wowee. You get a couple of buddies with their supposedly real motorcycles. You get them on the twisties like this, and they'll be looking in the mirrors constantly going, why can't I get away from that guy? Because this... Oh yeah, this is a proper bike. It is a lot of fun. Well, with the price tag to match, to be honest. 15,000 euros isn't for everyone, and I'd really like to know why is that going nuts. Oh, I know, it's backwards. It's now 12:55 p.m. and it thinks it's midnight 55. Gotta set that one. It's also full of technology. I have paired my phone here. I will show you this again in detail in town where it's a lot more fun, but here, since it's a bit more open, I can do it a bit better. So let's go for this little joystick, which works marvelously. Oh, that's why I didn't have sound. I muted it. Okay, so let's go for down and left. Whoops, turn. Try to not get distracted doing this. That's important. For example, telephone. I can load up my contacts, and here are my recent calls. See, if I want to call someone, I can just select here and call, and it then should start calling. Although, to be honest, okay, now it was going to call. Yeah, although to be honest, I've been having a few glitches. I think I'll need to unpair and repair it for everything to work. But yeah, that's what happens when you try to pair it without reading the manual. And I had a few things in between. So oops, no, 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 don't call. That was him calling me back. And you are going to listen, so that's why I rejected. So you can actually view the weather, although the connection keeps dropping a bit. Again, that's the glitch I'm having, my bad. You can also get your notifications from the phone, like so. I got no data here, so no notifications on the phone. I can see the weather, but it's not likely to work. Oh, it did work, great, see? How cool is that? It's just like the modern cars, but on a motorcycle, which is great. Okay, let's go. Of course it has traction control, and of course it launches like a bat out of hell. It is a city bike, and as you can see, even though the suspension is sporty, look at this. Horrible pavement, and I am more than fine. This is super comfortable here. This is nearly as much as... I don't remember ever being this okay on that part with no complaints at all. Which is, again, the magic that this bike has always had. And the T-Max has always surprised me on that specific part. It's always the same bloody thing. The pavement is horrible and the suspension is stiff because it is a sporty bike. And then I get there and it's ultra soft. What is this, active suspension? Did it change the dampening and the springs in between? That's just not possible. So there's some freakiness going on. I just need to scratch my nose, sorry. And now, open bends. It is fast enough to overtake, but it just wasn't quite fast enough to get to this guy and overtake. That would require some 80 horsepower. I don't know how much this has. Some 48-ish. I would suspect Yamaha would like to keep this on the A2 class license. And if it did, this is just about as fast as you can get an A2 class bike. Because if this is an A2, holy moly. And by A2, sorry, I need to scratch again, Jesus. And by A2, I mean the European A2 license, which restricts you to 48 horsepower, which this bike does not have. And if Yamaha tells you this bike has 48 horsepower, they are lying. This has more. And again, this is a very bumpy road, and you just don't notice it. See all these pavement changes? Everything of this, every single patch is another bump, and you don't feel anything. Or rather, I do. I feel the roads, but I'm not getting bumped around. Even braking while cornering is just instinctive, and it just works. I don't know, but I wouldn't be surprised if this has cornering ABS, does have traction control. Now I felt a few bumps, but that was a bit harsher. But no, this is a fantastic set. The whole bike moves as a unit, doesn't bend, doesn't twist. Scooters have this nasty habit of kind of twisting. The front doesn't feel very connected to the rear usually. This one, the whole bike is one solid unit. It's great. Not only that, the suspension absorbs the bumps really well, and then the seat absorbs the rest. So you go over the bumps and you just feel, how can I, you know when there's light turbulence on airplanes? That's how this feels. It doesn't feel like harsh, like a bump. It feels like going up and going down, going up and going down, softly, as if you're on an airplane. You're floating. It's awesome, actually. And while I like this floaty feel on motorcycles for comfort, it's horrible on the twisties, because then you're floating above the road and you don't know what's going on. Not on this one. Oh man, what a set. What a set. Now we're going to go into the city proper, and see how she goes, which I expect to be a bit brilliant, even though it's kind of big. But I fully expect this one to be absolutely brilliant in the city. Let's see. Okay, in town. Come on, chop chop. Don't? Okay, I'll go. So I'm just going to go completely randomly around here. Random roads and see how this goes. Now, technology-wise, this has just about everything you can want. Grip warmer, seat heater, machine settings which you can't use because we are moving. Theme, so you can change the... Oh, that looks really cool. I like it. And if you go into sports, oh, that's really cool. Let's go here on to the right. I'll keep this one, I like it. Vehicle info and audio. Oh, right, I forgot, my phone is spared. Yep, exactly. So I can control my audio here very easily, or go into apps, which is how I wanted to show you, and press audio here. And here you have all of this. Play. Oh, and even select the volume. This is great. This is properly good, and I really like this way to control this. With this little joystick here, goes up, down, left, right, and inside. This works, Yamaha, very well done. This works really well. My only nag, but this is, I'll get used to it, is that it's so close to the indicators that sometimes I want to indicate and I press this one. So, but that, give me 3 days and I'll be fine with it. This is a bit too wide. I want it a bit shorter here. I want something smaller. Let's go into some smaller roads. Now, am I in sport or am I in normal modes? I guess this should be sport. Oh yeah, mode sport, more normal. Wow, that dash looks awesome. That dash just looks awesome. So the only difference I can feel from sports and touring mode is that it dampens the this initial response from the throttle is kind of dampened in touring. See, nothing much is happening. If I try to do the same in sport, it's a lot stronger. That's basically the difference. I didn't really feel a difference in top speed or that pizzazz it can go, so that was okay. I just pressed something I didn't want to press because my helmet just did beep. And that was traction control smoothly pushing me out of the turn. No. This is a properly fast bike. Really cool. Wanna see how properly fast? That's a license plate that just says electrical vehicle. What the hell is that? That's just so odd. Let's go. And right. Off we go. This is a properly fast city zipper. It's not to scoot around, it's to zip around in. So smooth. So smooth. So technology-wise, while I'm riding around in town, you have your connection to your cell phone. You can see your contacts on your cell phone, which I could also show you. Let's go down. No, inside, and then app, and then I'm looking forward, not down, and then say telephone. I have a few glitches with the Bluetooth connection, but that happens. See? Those are my contacts. Oh, that's my car. Cool. Are you going to get out or no? No. So I can call people from here, I can control my music, I can see the weather. Okay, again, glitch. I need to repair this whole thing. It's not working as it should. Ah, this is more like it. Okay, let's go around. I was expecting this road to lead somewhere. Again, as I said, I'm just going randomly. So where are you gonna go? I'm going to go into that other neighborhood and that one over there. See, I wanted to indicate and I pressed the little button. That happens, and that will get fixed as soon as my brain works correctly with this one. You can also, through this nifty little menu, quickly adjust. No, let's let this guy go through. He'll squish me if I don't let him go through. Oh, easy to ride at slow speeds. Cool. Traction control on this one is a must because it does have enough power to just slide everywhere like so, see? And on these nasty bumps, oh no, missed it, too bad. I was trying to decide if I was going to go in there or not. I wanted to, but I didn't. Let's go around to that roundabout. I want to go into that neighborhood over there. It is fun. It is a fun bike. It is a very fun bike. But then again, for this enormous price tag, it has to be good and fun and have all the bells and whistles, and this does the fun, does the bells and whistles, it does everything, and even has cruise control. So, and the parking brake, and the I didn't show you the screen going up and down. So up, very up, and very down. I keep it down now because if I put it up, it ruins your point of view, so I'm trying to keep it down so you can actually see. And as you can see, and you can hear from my voice, all these bumps and holes and whatnot is fine. And it is really a really fine bike to ride around slowly like this. It's so easy. It just works really, really well. So, to finish off, very, very recommended. This is a fantastic bike from Yamaha. The only thing I've noticed so far is that that middle hump is so big that you can't really sit on it like a normal scooter like this. This, you step onto it like a normal bike like this. Because this way is just too high. It's really hard to do this. You need some gymnastics. Whether just hopping on it normally, like so, is more than fine. Very easy to do. Of course, if you have a top case, that's a different story, but you also have this other option. Pretty cool. Approved. That's it. Cager out.